The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
I usually have some sort of pithy intro with some catchy phrase, but for the first time in this channel's history, I am left speechless. Just look. I don't even know where to start. Dale Gribble said it best when he said,
"You have to be the stupidest man on the planet to think this is a good idea. Have you seen what you're wearing? That outfit makes you look like a sequined train wreck. Look at you! You're part of a 12-headed jackass! This course is the feces that is produced when shame eats too much stupidity! You people make me envy the deaf and the blind! Underwear! Money! Fat!
This is very real and very, very dumb. It all started with a trailer. This trailer. And holy shit, do people hate this thing. Look at this ratio. This is worse than Brie Larson's Nissan ad. But at least Marvel's keeping the comments on, so we can thank them for that. We'll check in with what the fans are saying a little later on in this video, but I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's take it back and set the stage with a little help from our pals over at Cosmic Book News. Marvel fails with the New Warriors. Sure to last all of 6 issues, Marvel Comics announces the New Warriors, an SJW team of teen superheroes. Written by a writer for the Stephen Colbert Show, Daniel Kibblesmith, with art from Ironheart, artist Luciano Vecchio, the New Warriors follows a group of new teen superheroes that are mentored by the original New Warriors. Apparently what happens is that a law is passed that makes it illegal for there to be teen superheroes unless they have official government-assigned mentors. What happened to the point of using costume to hide one's identity? Marvel.com offers former teen vigilantes Night Thrasher, Firestar, Rage, Speedball, Namorita, and Silhouette step up to impart their wisdom on a batch of young, promising kids to teach them the in and outs of surviving as a hero in the Marvel Universe. But will they be able to bridge the generation gap? New Warriors is not joking around. And get this, the characters include twins named Snowflake and Safe Space, who according to the writer are psychic-er than regular psychic, and whose powers include materializing snowflake-shaped shuriken projectiles and pink force fields. Seriously. Another character looks like a ripoff of Ben 10, Screen Time, who is described as a meme-obsessed super teen connected to the internet. Then there is the Smashing Pumpkins wannabe teen vampire, B Negative. Get it? B Negative? Who has the powers of Morbius, who for some reason is obsessed with the 90s, as the character is described as a goth kid. The world is a vampire, and so am I. Finally, we have Trailblazer, an overweight teen who gets her powers from a magical backpack that enables her to pull out various useful or random objects. But sometimes they are not under her control. Trailblazer says she gets her powers from God, but not the God you're thinking of. The comic launches April 15th and is sure to be a huge hit. God damn, these characters are fucking stupid.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Let's just start with my favorite, Trailblazer, or as I like to call her, Dora the Explorer with a glandular problem. How can you fight crime and maintain that shape? The answer? Magic. Magic is cool. Magic is fun. But a magic backpack is kind of beyond stupid. You'll have to excuse me, I'm running a little low on my synonyms for stupid. Let me consult my thesaurus for a new word. Let's see here. Thick. Well, that joke writes itself, even if it is a gross understatement. We'll just call it laughable, just like this entire comic book. Up next is B Negative. Okay, I will. Fuck this comic book. Then we had Screen Time. Oh boy, look out. Here comes Screen Time, with his ability to meme. Yay. Whatever happened to epic superhero names like Superman, Wonder Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Rimjob, and the Punisher? Okay, one of those isn't a real superhero, but I won't tell you which one. I feel like this writer, Daniel Kibblesmith,
It's like kibbles and bits, but different.
would be called edgelord if he were a comic book character. I mean, Jesus, how do these people get work in comic books? They're killing the industry. Finally, we have Snowflake and Safe Space. This better be a parody. These all better be a parody. I cannot fathom how anyone could seriously create these characters. Snowflake-shaped shurikens? Watch out, we got a badass over here. They're more psychic than psychic, and that's awesome. Welcome to generic power number 435. If anything, Snowflake and Safe Space remind me of the Kmart version of Hawk and Dove. If you've never heard of Hawk and Dove, the original concept played on the emerging political divide of the 1960s. See War Hawks and War Doves. Traditionally revolves around 2 young heroes with contrasting personalities and diametrically opposed ideologies, who, by speaking their superheroic aliases, are transformed and granted power sets of heightened strength, speed, and agility, with Dove embodying reason and nonviolence, and Hawk embodying force and aggression. The 2 heroes complement one another to effectively fight evil. These characters, Snowflake and Safe Space, didn't have this much thought put into them, or any thought at all to be quite honest. I mean, just look at them. Homeboy looks like Cisco. Instead of the thong song, he sings the underwear boogie, and it's a hit with grandmas everywhere. I'm not too surprised with Marvel's stupid new team. They seem to have forgotten how to hire creators that know comics. In a year where people are hoarding toilet paper in fear of a viral infection, this is the team we all deserve. Marvel started printing these... Hold on. Consulting the thesaurus again. These idiotic characters right around the time Captain Marvel emboldened them. We've had Squirrel Girl rise to prominence, and by prominence, I mean a spot on a shitty cartoon aimed at no one, and an embarrassingly ugly comic book series. We've also had America Chavez, who was such a, thesaurus break again, ludicrous character that I have to read you her description for you to believe it yourself. America Chavez was raised by her mothers in the utopian parallel, a reality that is out of time in the presence of the being known as the Demiurge. She appears to have inherited or absorbed some or all of her powers from the Demiurge's ambient magical presence. When America was approximately 6 years old, the utopian parallel was threatened by destruction. America's mothers sacrificed themselves to seal the black holes, resulting in their particles being smeared across the multiverse itself. Wanting to prove herself a superhero and knowing Utopia didn't require salvation, America ran away from her home and her responsibilities. She traveled across different realities, eventually adopted the moniker of Miss America, and began covertly acting as a superhero. She also happens to be a sassy, man-hating Latina lesbian stereotype. She was so popular, Marvel announced that Chavez would receive her first solo series, simply titled America. That series, written by Latin American LGBTQ novelist Gabby Rivera, launched in March of 2017 and was canceled in April of 2018. Wow, what a surprise. Until today, we lived in a world where Snowflame and Codpiece were the two weirdest comic book characters in existence. Snowflame was a cocaine-fueled supervillain from Colombia, where else, and Codpiece, well, this image says it all. Just look at it. This kind of comic can only garner negative attention, so that's why it exists, to get people talking. Well, goddammit, George, they're talking now, and I hope it was worth it. You know, I have to ask, why comics? Why do they have to sacrifice the comic book for this type of tripe that no one buys? Kids aren't buying comic books these days. This isn't going to entice them. These assholes want to make escapist entertainment reflect the world around them. People that buy escapist entertainment want to get away from these type of people, not spend $4 to read about their latest journeys into obscurity. As we know, the average age of a comic book reader is 35 and mostly male. What is going to make this book fly off the shelves? Spoiler alert, nothing. We talk about get woke, go broke all the time, and this is just the next example of that. It happens all the time in the movies, and it never fails to be true. Just look at Birds of Prey and Star Wars. Analysts call that film a billion-dollar disappointment. If injecting this shit into Star Wars can kill it can kill anything. And the sales figures and constant cancellations are proof that no one wants this. Marvel should be ashamed of itself. The paper wasted on printing these books could be put to a better use, like toilet paper. Though on closer inspection, the difference is negligible. If we look at some of the comments under the trailer, they're not too kind, but they are truthful. Let's take a look at some before Marvel disables our freedom to comment. I was expecting the next thing out of his mouth to be, they don't actually fight villains, they just start hashtags on Twitter to get them canceled. Where's the supervillain hate speech when you need him? Marvel, it's not too late to say this was an April Fool's Day joke. I'm actually sad I can't dislike this twice. Kibblesmith, Safe Space is a stereotypical jock, has pink hair, pink earrings, and wears a pink leotard. Me, did you even go to high school, Kibblesmith? This is what happens when you think Twitter represents society as a whole. Trailblazer, okay, normal hero name. Screen Time, weird but kind of unique. Snowflake and Safe Space? You called them what? What are you trying to teach people here? That being a social outcast with anxiety is okay as long as you're proud of it? That trying to force everyone to accept your agenda and viewpoints is okay as long as nobody does that to you back? I genuinely don't understand. Snowflake and Safe Zone wear slurs as a proud badge? What's there to be proud about when you sit around and scream like a wild animal and things don't go your way? Stop glorifying negative traits, please. Social anxiety is nothing to be proud of, and the only thing you're doing right now is humiliating these people when you're trying to present them in a good light. New law makes it illegal to be a vigilante under the age of 21. So 21-year-old plus vigilantes are fine then. Who is this for? No, seriously, who is this for? You say it reflects the year they come out, but unlike the past, you seem to want to reflect Twitter. Barely anyone in the real world considers him or herself non-binary. Like, where are these people? I never ever met someone like that. Not even close. But in your eyes, there must be millions of them. You think pandering to them is a viable business decision. New superhero name, Lazy Ass. Sits there and does nothing. That's how people at Marvel are right now. This is the worst thing I've come into contact all week, and I have the coronavirus. When someone without a heroic cell in their body attempts to create heroes. Snowflake is non-binary. He, him. Couldn't imagine this getting more cringe. Guess I was wrong. After a quick double check on Google, vigilantism is the act of enacting perceived justice summarily without any legal authority. Making vigilantism illegal is a bit redundant, don't you think? Biggest villain, a guy with eagle powers named Right Wing. Marvel is just doing their part to make sure that 2020 is the worst year. Mom, can we have new Warriors? We have new Warriors at home. New Warriors at home. This writer looks exactly as I would have imagined him. LMAO. Never before have I laughed, cried, and puked so hard, and all at the same time. Seriously, this is why I don't buy your comics anymore, Marvel. So yeah, this is what passes for a Marvel comic these days. No more epics like the Galactus trilogy or Kraven's Last Hunt or anything from Chris Claremont's X-Men. Just the adventures of Screen Time and Glandular Gal. Whew! This is a hot comic. There's no surprise that Marvel comics don't sell well these days. The books are all crap. In 20 years, hell, in 20 days, no one's going to regard the New Woke Warriors as a classic, a masterpiece, or anything that resembles good. I just can't for the life of me figure out who this comic is for. It has to be a joke. Like, no one takes this shit seriously, right? Maybe Marvel is trolling us all. That's the only reason I could buy for this book existing. Marvel only wants one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. You hear that? It's kind of faint, but shh.
Warriors, come out to play.
Nope. Your warriors are in another castle. So folks, that's it for today. What do you think of the new Warriors? I'm as lost as you are. I cannot believe that this is a real Marvel comic book in 2020. I remember people, hell, myself, wanting to dedicate your life to the art, the craft of making comic books, just so you can work at the House of Ideas and be in the pantheon of such greats as Jack Kirby, John Romita Jr., Gil Kane, and dozens more. But I gave up that dream right around the time of, I don't know, Captain Marvel getting really stupid, and now, in a million years, I would never want to work at Marvel. I mean, people are barely paid to draw this shit, and there's no surprise. You know, comic books can be very lucrative, but not if they're this bullshit. This book will be canceled before it even starts. I'd bet that Cyberfrog, one issue sells more than all 6 issues of these combined. So there you go, folks. I'm laying that out right now. But I want to know what you think. Are you excited for Snowflake and Safe Space and all the other assholes that comprise the New Mutants? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you think of the comments on this trailer. Hell, go over to there and comment yourself. About 1,600 thumbs up to 21,000 thumbs down. That is a massive ratio. I can't believe that that many people gave it a thumbs up. But who am I kidding? People went and saw Birds of Prey, though not many. So folks, thank you for watching. Right now is a weird time, a strange time to be alive. We're right now in the middle of a global pandemic. People are trapped at home. So right now, we're letting you know that this channel, World Class Bullshitters, is going the extra mile to produce more content for you guys and girls out there that like what we do and that want more. So make sure you guys have your bell notification turned on to all, and make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you just found us. We're going to be putting out new live shows, more videos, all the time to keep you folks entertained in this time of the coronavirus. So that's it from me for today. I'll be back later with more, folks, and as always, thank you for watching. And since you can't go out, stay in, but remain to be excellent to each other.